If I made a bead that I hated, I'd just like throw it like out in the woods. I don't want to connect myself to something that disappoints me. I really admire going to like museums and seeing stuff that just was like dug out of the ground. People like dug it out of the ground and you're like, I wonder if that was like their first or their second. It was the stuff that they threw into the woods. Adding metal to glass makes it upset with you. The thing too about this color is it's so brittle since you add the silver foil. Mm-hmm. So you'll see it a million times break in my hand. The glass that I work with at home is called soft glass. It's a glass that's a coefficient of 104. This glass requires a lot less heat to manipulate it. If I were to just make a bead and like set it down, it would just like crack in a million pieces. See, I'm like always like adjusting the flame, heating it back up. Like when you're working on it, you have to make sure that the glass stays relatively warm all the way to the core, because if it cools too quickly, it can crack. I have gotten a lot of burns just from like glass popping. I have a lot of upper body pain from bead making, because you can tell like I hunch and this is not ergonomic like at all. A couple times I've been applying the stringer to the bead, like all the line work, and instead of it's staying on the bead like it's supposed to, it's popped off. But one night I was working and it popped off and it hit me in the eye. Thank God, closed my eye, and it stuck to my eyelid. And I was wearing my glasses, it just like popped over the top. Like ran in the bathroom, I was screaming for Kyle, and I like peeled it off, and I was so nervous when I was in the emergency room. But I was fine. Right now this is the oven that I'm using. It's my big oven caught on fire.